Alright, let's see if the sound is coming through.
I have to refresh it
again.
Yeah. Yep, it's coming through. Everything's good.
Everything's good? Alright, well, I guess
me.
I will take the thing down and say something along the lines of Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Weekly WAYPN. I'm Karl.
I'm Sally.
AKA
Henry and Sangita.
Facebook is being Facebook because I clicked back one thing.
Yay!
Alright, so first off, we've got Lee G. You want to read him out?
Whip to Rush. Not too much to do now. Experimented with a magic glow on his hand since he shoots arcane bolts. The skin tone isn't like the last one I did. For some reason, it feels more jaundice. But happy enough for Underworld's worst dangle bro.
Dangle bro?
That's what it says.
Dangle bro.
Dangle bro.
Well, he looks good, but I would say one thing. So, the one thing is that right here, I think with this, right, what you wanted to do was just this, right? You wanted to make this a bit more faded. So you see, I shouldn't say faded. I should say blended out. Yeah.
So the transition feels a little harsh. But I mean, it is tough, like going from blue to skin tone.
Well, see, what I'd probably do is get like a soft makeup brush and just do a dry brush that way and blend that way to get the effect blended out, because it seems similar to that. Like that might have been what he's done, but it's just come through too harsh. The other thing is, right, probably what I would have done is I might have actually painted this a gold color before doing that, right? And then leave the back of it that gold color, so that it looks as if like there's the light running through his hand and it's hitting the thing itself, and the energy's coursing through the skin. Because like the whole idea is we're selling a story, right?
Yeah.
And so that just seems part of him, if you follow what I'm saying.
I understand. I consider that, but I also wonder if he should just do that sort of aqua to white transition on the bracelet, so that it looks like the bracelet is kind of the source of, or like a magic bracelet.
So I think like essentially we are quibbling over the same thing, which is that the bracelet feels off in this effect, because we're both basically saying the same thing. We're both basically saying that Dangle Bro sounds like someone's bad amateur blue film. I'm not going to ask what a blue film is, because
me neither. I thought you would know, honey. You tend to know these things.
Well, I assumed that I think I know the answer, but I don't want to say the answer.
Yeah.
But like, cause like that part just feels a bit off. Now, I'm not saying that the
that's what I thought.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yes, so we were both correct in our assumption. But yeah, like it's not as if the model is ruined or anything, but the whole idea is that we're trying to sell a certain illusion. And I think that like for the most part it does.
Yeah.
And essentially.
Yeah, that's what I also thought. Wouldn't it be red? But doesn't matter. They're talking about the thing that we talked about.
Oh, I see. But yeah, so let us move on. One sec.
Let's continue.
Alright, so next up we've got Josh.
Finished Army. Legions Imperialis Epic Scale Iron Hands 10th Legion in Sons of Medusa inspired livery.
Livery.
Multiple models, including transports, heavy tanks, infantry, and kit-bashed Iron Father as commander, with a Mechanicum Castellax robot bodyguard instead of the standard Space Marine retinue.
So I think that with the Castellax...
Hey, go boy! If you're free, please feel free to pop on to the...
We are on the thing, yes.
Stream room.
So with the Castellax, I think that makes a difference. With the Kit Bash, like honestly, if you didn't say that it was Kit Bash, I'd not know the difference. So here's the good, bad, and the ugly of it. So one of the biggest things is I think that all of this is well painted, but I do think that a lot of it is sort of how can I put it? It's sort of overshadowed by some of these tufts. Now this can be realistic with this is a sort of landscape that you'd see in the Australian bush a lot. So this is realistic, but what I'm saying is, right, you've got to remember the scale that you're working in, right? Because essentially with that, it's
very easy to go too large.
Yeah, like for example on this one, it looks like it could be used as cover, right?
Ah, yeah, okay.
Like it's that big.
Yeah, so you want to be working with the micro tufts, I believe.
Yeah, but I'm saying that this can work because that is something that's in Australia. This is a thing called the Mitchell grass. You know,
and plus, like out in the bush, no one's cutting grass.
No one is cutting grass.
So, like, you could expect some tall grasses.
But like the thing is, what I'm saying is, just watch out for that because that can kind of ruin things a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, the Spinner X bushes, exactly. But like, remember, we're not selling reality; we're selling the feeling of reality. Verisimilitude, the feeling of reality. So I thought that all of these looked pretty good. However, there's a few tide marks I see here and there, like right here and that sort of
thing. I think at that scale it'll read as damage.
See, I don't think so. I think like that's something that feels a bit off. Like it just doesn't look quite right. I don't think that it's game ending sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
But I do think that that's something that you might want to look at. I'd probably leave it because everything has a good level of uniformity, but these are the kinds of things that sort of make your paint jobs feel more amateurish, even if you put a lot of work into them. I'm not saying that these are bad paint jobs. What I'm saying is that this is something that needs to be worked on.
Yeah.
I thought that this effect was interesting, right? What I would probably do is, I think it looks good, but I'd probably just push it just a tiny bit, get some white
ink.
Yeah, some white ink. With what's it called? Some oils, and just run that along there to just really push that, and then you can even put some yellow into that because like it looks good, but I think with a little pushing, not a lot, it could look great.
Yeah. So with oils, you just get like white oil paint and mix it with white spirit to thin it down.
Odorless.
Odorless?
Yes, because if you work with regular white spirit, trust me, it affects you.
And you just sort of, it's like they call it like panel lining or pin washing. So it just, the capillary action just sort of, you just tap
does it for you.
Yeah, you just tap it on the groove and it just sort of flows into all the other grooves perfectly, without hitting any of the raised part. It only goes into the recess. It's very crisp. And that's why for lighting effects, such as for this, the plasma cannon. Is it plasma cannon? Is that correct?
I'm not sure. This might be Volkite cannons.
Whatever the name is, it's good for that.
Because this is, I do believe, 30K? Because it's Legion Imperialis.
Yeah, it's 30K.
Yeah, so, if it's 30K, it could be the Volkite cannons. I'm not sure. I can't tell the model.
It doesn't matter!
But just looking at the tracks, there's another thing that you could step up a bit, which is just, because especially since I've noticed some of those tide marks again, right? You could hide all of this by just doing this, right? Give a dry brush of some steel on the tracks, right? And then, this is the important part, and then sort of, get a red, which will contrast very well against the this. So maybe something like an ochre or something like that. Ochre pigment powder, and just brush and just dust the tracks and around the tracks as if these things have been barreling through this area. Because just taking a look at it, it's slightly red, this, isn't it? Yeah,
but then slightly. It wouldn't be an ochre because ochre is a yellow-brown.
Oh, okay, so what do we want?
Like a red-brown colour.
What?
I think that's like a... It's not a sepia. A burnt umber.
Burnt umber, yeah.
Yeah, like umber or a burnt umber.
A burnt umber, yes, you're right. I'm sorry, yes. Sunny is correct. A burnt umber is what we'd want to be looking for. But yeah, so... I think doing something like that. Once again, I feel like what you could do is just put the white at the barrels.
Yeah.
Right?
To really show that hot.
Yeah.
It's heating up and moving towards the back,
Yeah. I think basically all of my same comments for the rest of them, right? Yeah. That's about it. Anything that you would think to add?
I think that's I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Looks good, clean.
I think one of the hard things is that, models at this scale don't photograph well.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got to do them in groups because there's so many of them, and...
So teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Alright,
next up we've got Andy.
Managed about an hour of painting before I got too hot again. More fallout from Modifius. I'm not sure this is working yet, and I need to do more, but as far as I've not been able to paint for about a week at least, I could say there is more paint on it than there was before, so let's call that a win. But yeah, lots more work to do.
So the brown with the brown skin I don't think is working for him at the moment.
Is that the original scheme? Does it look like this?
I'm not sure, I honestly don't know. So like just this brown feels quite off, especially when he's got, this skin tone and all of that. It just feels too much the samey.
Yeah,
it's like ladies who wear the tan leggings
and it looks like they're not wearing pants.
Yeah, and like especially when they go to and they sit on those little stools and it looks as if like their dress isn't covering them properly, and it's just like, ladies, like
you have to see how this looks.
Not only that, they always seem to be like the ladies who are a little bit older, and like it feels not so good. And it seems like this guy's doing
a similar
a version of that, except like he's got blue crotch and like revealing the rest of his skin, and it's like, my dude, what is
a choice? It's a choice.
Yeah. it's
choice outfit.
But yeah, so
yeah, I can see how that would look the way. So my suggestion was maybe Andy, you could push the definition on the face, or once you've done that, maybe even push the sort of color difference, because like normally with African skin, they have more like a blue undertone.
Yes,
it's a more desaturated, right? And then you've got like this red brown suit going for you, so that could be good contrast, but it does need a bit more pushing definition.
Yeah,
I think once that's done, then it'll come together a bit better.
All right, so next up we have blank screen.
Justine.
It's stopped loading because it's Facebook. All right.
There you go. Not a whip or anything, but I guess you could say a rearrangement of paints and tools. Found this on Amazon. Works for Citadel paints, but not the contrast-sized pots. They have to fit in the top. But for me, if it's an organized and tidy place to put my stuff. The top box is just set there, so I can always move that. It's on wheels and has huge lockable box below with a shelf. All the drawers have no slip mats in. Whoa. Wonder what people think to it. Excuse the messy flat, doing some rearranging.
That's all right. So like here's the big thing, Justin, right? So I often see Justin about on Facebook. Like I see in various things, I'll scroll down and it says Justin's like this and that sort of thing, and like people have lives and all of that sort of thing. But here's the thing, Justin. Just paint one thing. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. Just one thing.
Yeah.
Right? And it doesn't have to be to your usual really high standard. Paint one thing, and then everything will become easier. Like
you'll feel the mood to keep painting.
Yeah. It's hard to come back after a long hiatus.
Oh, for sure.
And like it's not as if we don't know that ourselves at the moment, where we've been doing lots of non-painting related things where it's just pure frustration. All right, so next up we have
Larry setting up a snowy base for the little guy in the big coat. Snow to come later. Be patient. Now I remember. It's the Votan fella. He's talking about the Votan.
Yeah. So I'm just taking a look at it. So he started off by putting some
cork.
Yeah, well, no, I was talking about the liquid...
green stuff.
Yeah. I think probably spackle might be better next time, right? Because the issue is, like, you can still see that very obvious sort of texture there. Like, I know that once he's... So, like, when he first does it, it's still just cork. And then now he's smoothed it over a great deal. So I think there it's looking more like that, but just I think spackle or our magic mud is a great way of doing it.
Plus magic mud is very versatile. You know, you can use it for pretty much any base.
Yeah, but I think it covers. I think that it covers the
cork.
Yeah, very well. Because like I think cork PVA is just so obvious because everybody uses it.
Plus, it's very porous.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, it's not as if using cork is bad, right? There's a reason why everybody uses it, right? But when it comes to that, you know, it's just so obvious. So I think that's...
Agree.
I think that's just one of the quick tricks. Oh, I see. It loads after I'm done. So next up we have John Gass.
Yes. Trying something I've not done before. Using Turbodoric metallics for the organic parts. Trying to lean into the warpiness of the goat men. Let me know what y'all think.
So
is that like a color shift or just metallic?
I think I think that they're meant to be like a sort of color shift, the Turbo Dogs. You remember?
Yeah, Turbo Dog, we've got a couple, but like as far as I saw them on the rack in the store, they're all color shifts.
Yeah, it does look that way. But as far as I can tell, like at first, I just thought that this was like more of a
grey blue.
Yeah, like a sort of Space Wolves grey sort of thing, right? And I think it looks good. So me and Sunny were discussing this earlier. We go over each of the posts and try and figure out what we're going to say. And like the thing that I thought when it came to this is, it looks good. I wouldn't push it anymore, because if you push it in any direction, you're going to have to step everything else up. Like everything's sort of at a similar level. So I think it looks good. I really like the little striations here. And we also commented on this. So I feel like the purple's a bit patchy. And the white, I don't know if it's photographing badly or if you need to have slightly darker grey in there. But yeah, so...
Actually, now that I'm understanding that the skin was done in the color shift, the blues actually, I thought, were the skin. Like the proper blue. The blue parts.
These?
No, that's the metallic parts.
Oh, yeah. You thought that was the skin?
Yeah, because it feels a bit conflicting. I think because of the contrasting kind.
I don't
somehow,
mind it.
I feel it didn't read to me as this is the blue of the uniform. So I think it needs a bit more. It's a bit flat, right? I think maybe if we did more shading, darkening the sides.
I wouldn't touch that. But there is one thing I think that you can do to bring a definite improvement. So you see how he's just done all green around the eye?
Yeah.
What I would probably do is just a quick 3-step process. I'd paint that white, right? And then I'd just put a Tesseract glow over it, and then just put a dot of white over it once the Tesseract has dried again. Just to sort of really give that glowing effect, because it's faces and bases that make models look aces. So... because I wouldn't touch the skin. I think it looks good, especially if it's one of those color shift sort of ones, because doing work on that can ruin them. So, yeah, I'm just going to call that.
Yeah.
Alright, so next... Hey, this one loaded. Alright, next up we got Joseph.
Yeah. 20 pillars and $20, all done. And a whole lot of aliens just need their bases doing. Gonna get the rest of the Reichbusters models to the same stage and then do all the bases at the same time. The terrain has been given a very basic paint job, and I'm okay with that. I was happy using tokens instead. I wouldn't have bought them, but they were part of the bundle in the second Kickstarter when they were an optional extra in the first.
So, Joseph, I would consider just doing a tiny step up by just busting out your airbrush and just getting some of this paint thinned down till it's transparent, or just a transparent red if you've got it, and just doing a thin, a light coat over this to give a bit of a glow, which could really step it up. I don't think it's, it's bad or anything. I just think that it would make it look a lot better. I don't know if this sort of snakeskin style reflector is helping him. Sunny is looking at giving a puzzled look. Yeah, so you might want to cover that. Yeah, like I'm not saying anything about the photo. Photos have been good. Models look good. Like there's nothing here.
Yeah, I think once you go like the big shot, like a big long group shot like you did, it can just make it a bit weird to look at.
Well, it's not about that. I'm talking about the reflection of the light, because that's going to scatter in all directions rather than being more focused and controlled. I like the way these look. The red sort of for the
really
eyes.
Stands out.
Yeah, and especially against the more desaturated colours.
Plus, it's like really natural, everything, until you get to those red glows. And then it makes the whole piece look very uncanny, which is great. I think that's a good effect.
Once again, I think like if you wanted to really push it, you could do the white ink drink, and then the
another wash of the red transparent.
Yeah. But like, there's nothing here where I'm just like, oh man, you really need to redo that or anything. I think they'll look good, but yeah, I'm just wondering about your lightbox because you said that you've had some troubles with the photos.
Yeah.
That might be it because just looking at it, that's definitely scattering the light in a
very odd way.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how useful that is. But yeah, I felt that that needed commenting on because he often has had problems with such. Alright, so next up we've got Larry. And he's putting some work in. So he's got a water effect here and a snow effect here. So I'm not sure if he should have put them on at the same time, though.
I don't.
It's
you are the basing guy.
Yeah, so I probably would have put the water effect on first. I don't know whether he's done this in stages. What's he said?
Added some water texture over the ocean grey. Tried to shape it kind of like splashing on the rock and hope it dries that way.
Oh, it might just be that this... No, that this has dried and the rest hasn't.
Maybe. Add a little extra snow on the jacket and backpack too.
Yeah, so it says just what a texture. We'll see how it works out. All right, so I think it looks good.
Yep, the nice highlighting in the snow is very lovely. Gives a nice sort of frosted jacket look.
Yeah, I
think it looks nice.
Yeah, I think it added a bit more than what we saw last time, which was very, very light. Not that that's bad. It's just, like when it comes down to all of this, it's just you want it to be visible. So it looks like he's using the powder this time. Because I've got this one and I don't think I use this one hardly ever, but I literally...
Oh, no, you didn't. This is not the one. Oh,
no.
You have a few.
Yeah, I have this...
You use a mud.
Yeah, I usually... I literally ran out of the mud. But yeah, so I do like what Larry does. Like, he really follows the spirit of this place and just shows us the whole process.
Yeah.
Alright, so next up we got some more Larry.
Yes.
Showing things other than Larry. But not Larry.
Yes. Why do I like doing these free minis so much? Anyway, sprayed Lizard Man here with Kaleido Cream Yellow for a base. Then did some...
It's very glossy, don't you think?
In some areas, I do think it. But I didn't mind it because I
okay, keep going.
Yeah, and then did some bands on the top using Kaleido Clear Amber and Clear Black. Okay, so I think that's intentional. He reminds me of the horned lizards or horny toads as we called them as a kid. So I'm painting them to be similar. The amber worked better than the black. I just got them and I am still learning the right thinness and air pressure for what I want. Have to do some cleanup and adjustments and probably go over the black with a regular brush, maybe. Sprayed great on paper. Very nice and thin, but had to close the MAC valve on the airbrush almost all the way because the plastic surface wanted it to bead up, so I'd say
that's less about the plastic surface and more about your base coat being super glossy. Like I know what he's talking about, but yeah, you see how it's very much gone glossy into the cracks. Yeah. So please continue.
Because the plastic surface wanted it to bead up, so I over thinned for the black, I'm sure.
I don't mind the way that the black's gone on. I do think that like putting like a black in that, like, you know how like some of the times they have those sort of black bands and like they start out very sort of thin and then they become
Hey, you go, boy.
Yeah, they become a lot more opaque. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. But I think it looks good. And free is often the right price. The only problem is that you can never have a free lunch.
Huh? I didn't get it.
Good evening.
Hey, go boy.
Evening.
Do you not know the saying you can never have a free lunch?
No.
Okay, because you're paying in some other way.
I don't get it. Anyway.
That is a very Singaporean attitude.
Anyway.
Alright, so next up we have...
We Conan the Librarian from our Discord. Easy Flawless Blades. I'm always away from the house on trip, so haven't done more work on the black rims, but I'm open to suggestions. So my main thing was that I thought, I believe this is following somewhat like the official color scheme.
Yeah.
So it all looks great, just that there's quite a fair bit of pooling here and there. I think if you touch those up, it'll be golden. I mean, like, look at the base, very lovely.
Yeah, no, I do like the base. So when it comes to the rims, what I do is if you are using official GW plastics, what I do is I get lacquer thinner. And that's a paint thinner for like house paint and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's
Is that the same stuff for not Revel paints? What was that old? It's got 2 stars. Tamiya.
It might be. So that's the one in the little tins, yeah.
I'm thinking about there's like a big one that I had for years. Because they've got it's not acrylic, it's the other kind of paint.
Give me one moment and I'll just look that up. Tamiya lacquer thinner. I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on screen. I gotta search it up so that I make sure that it doesn't reveal our address beforehand. Because
maybe I'm thinking enamel thinners.
So is this the one that you're looking on screen?
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Like
the probably.
Enamel thinner, not lacquer thinner though. Lacquer thinner actually. I take it back.
Yeah, so the lacquer thinner will melt plastic. Right. Well, certain types of plastic, as we know, there's different types of plastic and blah blah blah. Right. But what I do is I get a Q-tip, right, and some people will call them a cotton bud. You know, the little cotton on a stick. Cotton on a stick. Okay. So you get some of that, and then you just run it around the rim of the and see if there's any paint on it. It will just get rid of all of the paint.
Personally, I like to use acetone because it maintains that sort of matte finish of the base. With the lacquer thinner, it will make it look like it's polished because it's melting.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a choice. Both work.
Well, see, like, I like it because of the difference in kind, because you're just like, ooh, shiny. And then it's just like, because it looks factory new, and then there's the model. Right, and you're just like shiny. But yeah, like
I just grab a what are they called?
A black?
No, God, I'm forgetting every hobby term now.
So it's okay.
The flashing, what's that called? The flashing that you get, the line. I'm forgetting what the line's called now.
Flashing line.
No, it's like a cleaner upper tool.
I'm trying to think.
Clean up tool.
Mold
line. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Oh, mold line removers.
Is this one of the products we need for you right now?
No, I haven't drank anything except one cup of coffee today and a Mountain Dew. That's it.
Mountain Dew.
But yeah, no, I definitely agree with Sunny. I'd say that, like, it all looks pretty nice. Like, once again, it's just like John Gass's one, where I'm like, if you wanted to push it more, you'd have to like level up everything else. But I do agree with Sunny, like that the cloth in particular feels a bit off. I think that
it's very important that when it comes to contrast paint, when you're using predominantly contrast paint to, do whatever, zenithal priming really helps to set the base. It also creates a very nice matte base that it's almost like when you thin down the contrast paint, it almost sort of absorbs right into the primer, maintaining that sort of matte look. I normally thin the paint.
Eardrum rupture apparatus.
I normally thin mine with just water. Sometimes I thin it with a contrast medium, but that's only if I'm looking to get a sort of transparency effect from it. But when you thin it down and you put it over a zenithal prime, nice and thin, it just looks so smooth, working quickly in sections. You can't let that thing sit. It just
the pooling is
it's very finicky.
I think just a bit of stippling on this might help a lot because it'll give that difference of kind. But yeah, so I think that's about all we can say on this one, because I think that they all look good. I think that they're all sort of like to a very similar standard. There's nothing where I come here and I'm just like, that needs work.
Yeah, like it looks like a really good Emperor Children model.
I mean, I look at that and the face is going, ugh.
Yes, well, the faces do go, but I mean, that's pretty much Emperor's Children in general. Yeah. But I mean, it's like Chris Shah in one way that, like, they're all very uniform, which I think is good. All right, let us move on to, let's see if it loads this time. No, not for me. All right, it seems like he's a bit more orange now.
Orange.
Yes.
And teal.
It's orange.
Very Michael Bay.
Oh, look at that.
Very lovely.
Yeah, so that just used to be blue. And now it's got that nice transition.
It looks almost indigo now. Very nice.
Yeah. I think that looks very good. Okay. I do feel like he's
floating a bit.
Yeah, and very something. Orange chicken. He's like because I know you were worried about the sort of jaundicey look, but I feel like now he
just looks like he's got a really bad tan.
Yeah, he's
tan like job. Fall out in New Vegas.
No, he looks like one of those people in Florida who get the tans, and it's just like,
and you see the tank top line with the actual skin color and then the orange everywhere else.
Yeah. Actually, that would be hilarious if, like, he drew like a tank top line.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
I wonder if we could ever pull that off on a miniature, just like...
You can. It just takes quite a fair bit of patience. And
I wonder if we could do that with someone one time. What do you reckon? Alright, but yeah, so I feel like...
The skin tone is just the lighting, because if you look at the guy in the back...
No, because we saw this one earlier when he was when this is a work in progress, and it was very jaundicey. He
felt
said,
it looked jaundiced.
and like I didn't think it was that jaundicey, and he probably just went, I do not want my guy to look like he has some sort of diseases, so I make him look like orange chicken.
Now he's just gonna make. Now he looks like he's gonna make America great again.
Yes, but to be fair, I think it's just the shot, because it's a glamour shot. There's a vignette going on. I think the lighting might have sort of changed a little bit.
This is an immortal mosquito. I've like hit it 3 times. But anyway,
that's the new Marvel character, Immortal Mosquito.
Shut
I
up.
think there is a mosquito Marvel character actually.
Oh my god.
All right.
Why?
Well, moving on to Alex Co.
Still a bit rough. But this is one of many boys that I need to paint. So I'm not looking to have perfection here. He says, posting a model that looks like this. My goal is, does this look good from 3 feet away? Yes. Good. The yellow is deliberately obnoxiously saturated and bright, which is classic. He is a proud member of the Bad Moons clan. Also, I am quite...
Bad Moon?
Bad Moons clan.
Do you mean Bad Moon?
Yeah. Also, I am quietly proud of my non-metallic metal of the knife. It is a very good knife.
The knife looks good, but here's the thing that we noticed when we looked at it. The very first thing that just stood out at us like that, right? Which was that the shirt, right, and the skin have the exact same value.
Yeah, it is blending in quite a fair bit. Although we can tell that it's green and black, but it is blending in. So I think if you push the darkness for the shirt a bit more, it'll help.
Or alternatively, make it a lot lighter.
But I wouldn't go lighter just because it doesn't have that menacing bad guy feel anymore if it's lighter.
I think it can be fine. There's plenty of guys in white tees who are not good guys, but
yeah, but it just doesn't fit.
I think, so you want to darken your darks, and I probably wouldn't leave that level of highlight there because that's the thing. It just looks like one solid block of ugh, and you're like,
And the stippling's quite obvious in this one too.
Yeah, no, but I think that's by design. No. Yes, the Sussex County Chicken Man.
Second favorite cryptid.
But yeah, so I think the knife does look really good. I think that the skin looks really good as well. That's why I just try and work on the shirt because it just blends the skin too much and takes away from your skin work, right? It shouldn't be the star of the show, right? So yeah, that's my thought. I think the obnoxious yellow is an obnoxious yellow. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's fitting for their theme.
Alright, so moving on.
Move!
Oh, hold up. This one...
Yeah, this is correct. I'm on the same post.
Yeah, no, but that was not what was loaded for me. Okay. So I will bring that up. Alright, here we go.
Strikes again.
Oh yes, no, it's a wonderful machine. It's never zucktastic, never zucktastic.
My Reichbusters project continues. Yeah, he is a big boy.
Okay.
That guy.
Yeah,
very big.
Sorry, it just wasn't loading at all. Honestly, I think that could be a very good rat ogre.
Yes, but he's so big.
Yeah, no, so let's say you had a spare rat ogre head, right?
Oh.
You just
you could. No, in fact I think they have the exact same pose.
Very similar pose.
With the there's one guy with the same hand too, the claw hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually you might
get
be
some
right.
dime store crystals and just glue them on.
Yeah, well there you go. Because he had an extra model and he wasn't sure what to do with them.
Well, I'm not sure if it's that guy. I think that's a different model, the Chaos one, which is just a Chaos Dreadnought. But yeah, they're looking good. The models are ever so interesting. I wonder how they are to work with.
Is this true scale?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can already see the attack of the googly eyes over here. Definitely need some cleaning up. But yeah, looks like you're putting some work in, which is great. You know, like that's what this is about. But yeah, just looked at him and I just immediately thought, you know what, that's a really cool rat ogre. Alright, so next we have Andy.
Hi. The schmexy lady.
Oh, it's one of the Nuka-Cola girls.
Oh, is that what? More Fallout.
Yeah.
More Fallout. Pivoted to a different model for a bit because I got very in my head about the other one.
That's fair.
But this is a work in progress Nuka-Cola girl going for a more clean look like she just stepped out of an advert. I still need to touch up some bits. Why did I decide to paint white in her base? Also, Sangita, I bought some black card to put in my photo booth. I just haven't had time to set it up.
That's all right.
Hey, look, you've got the things you need.
You're doing painting. That's the important part.
Paint more important.
Yeah, so...
Say, how dare you? No.
So,
bad.
one of the things is with white, it's very hard to get right. So, I don't know if this is the highest white that you've got, but just remember around the butt right here, so... choose where you want the light coming from, and you want to hit like just the top of the rump right here and here, and then if the light's coming from here, you hit here as well as those parts there, but if the light's coming from here, you hit right here. Right, so it all depends on where your light's coming from. But yeah, like that's going to be one of the things, and like just hitting the tops of the breasts and up there, it's you've done really well, man. Like white is a hard color to pull off, and it doesn't photograph well. So like I think that you've done well on that. Yeah.
I just want to say all of this advice out of context sounds very, very horrible.
Thank you for your commentary once again. Go boy.
I'm here for the laughs. You gotta hit the rumps right here.
Right here.
No,
just know that if the light's coming from here, you gotta smack
Alright, go boy. This is good advice for people. Okay, this is good advice.
Oh, honey,
it is great advice.
These are the things people need to know.
You're terrible. You should
especially younger men. They need to know.
You should never hit the boobies, guy. Don't hit the boobies. It's not how it works.
Alright, you want to read out Larry's post?
Alright, Larry. Retouch the black stripping. I think he meant to say, striping, sorry. The skin will need some retouching back and forth as it progresses, so it's not done yet. Copper metal and blue oil in the grooves on the metal and the weapon.
So, when it comes to the black striping, I actually feel like it's a bit of a step down. I'd prefer some of that soft transition, because I thought that looked really good, the soft transition.
That feels more natural.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying don't have any opaque areas, but I'm saying, like, that soft transition looks good.
Yeah, it did look more intentional. Now it just looks like, what's that black supposed to be exactly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think that all of the metal bits are looking good. I like this sort of Tron like stuff that you've got going on here with the blue, but I don't know if that's deliberate. It looks like the black needs to be filled out a bit more in here, but yeah, it's looking really good. Like I'm looking forward to seeing where it ends up. But like
I've just had a quick Google of like
the thorny lizard.
Lizards. Is it specifically is it thorntail lizard or just the thorny lizard?
Thorny lizard.
Was it toad?
Thorny lizard.
Okay. Yep.
It's a thorny devil. Ah, yes.
No, this is the Australian one. Is it horny toad?
Yeah, horny toad is what they call them.
Horny toad lizard.
Horny toad lizard. Yeah, very specific hard blotches. I think perhaps.
But once again, right? Remember, we're not trying for reality. We're trying for the feeling of reality. Like, look at this guy right here, right? With the stripes, right? Like, I think they do look like fat little SOBs, don't they? It's so funny. It looks like they're the unfortunate American versions of the horny lizards. You know, there's these ones and they're like there's the Australian ones like, you got to stop going to Costco, mate. Something's wrong. They've got chemicals in the water, mate. It's not right.
I don't
Still
know why,
haven't
but I look
cooked
at
my
a
chook.
horny toad, and all I think about is a land blobfish.
Oh
Land
no!
blobfish.
Do you know that they don't actually look like that picture because like the problem is they live in such deep pressures that they were brought up too fast that it melted them.
It melted.
Yeah, because they're not used to the lower pressures of the surface world, that they can't actually survive up here, so they pretty much just die the moment they get up here.
Yeah,
That's so sad.
I know. But in Subnautica, you can go at any depth. Just step out of your submarine, you're fine.
Yes, it's true. It's weird.
But next up, we've got more Larrae.
Larrae. Ah, yeah. Check this out. Okay. Foam effect on the water, frost effect on the rocks, added fresh snow where he has not stepped, and soiled snow behind him, with a light dusting of snow powder on top while it was wet to add a little texture. The Tamiya snow powder is great, but it keeps rubbing off and got really muted, if not blown off in places. When I sprayed the matte varnish over it, even though I did it lightly and from a distance, this is annoying because I've used this stuff for other models with no issue, so I'm not quite sure what happened this time. Anyway, after the matte varnish, I put some AK wet effects on the surface of the water to help restore the look of the water, as well as parts of the edge of the rock. So he's done.
So I pretty much agree with Larry on the frost effects. You know, like they pretty much just left the model, you know. But I really do like the way the base turned out. I think that looks really good.
I just cannot. I'm sorry, Larry.
The eye.
I just can't get over it because like everything looks so good, pristine, and then like I just see that one
goober eye.
What is happening to that eye? It's
what
just
you might need for the
black line.
What you might need for the snow as well. There's a thing that Geek Gaming Scenics used to make, the seal, like the top coat sealer. Spray. It's like thinned down PVA glue mixed with isopropyl alcohol or something like that.
Yeah. I know the mixture. I know the
seal in that snow.
I know the mixture you're talking about. It's like it's like a diluted PVA mixed with equal parts isopropyl. Like, one of the things is a lot of people will put down the isopropyl and then they'll dot on the diluted PVA, and like like that works. I have to agree with Sunny that it does sort of set everything else off, because I think that you put a lot of work into everything else. I don't know what's going on with it, and it does look a little odd. Alright, so next up we have more Jump Gas.
First unit for my Thousand Suns Escalation League Army is painted. I think they've come out alright. Still need to do the bases. Hopefully it will all come together in the end.
So I think pretty much it's the exact same thing that I said with your individual model. All of these, I think, look good. So I think definitely do the eyes, right? Because, you know, faces and bases make models look aces.
Oh, that turned out much better, the purple tabard.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I feel it could be pushed a bit more, but like it's you got to get things done. Like that's one of the things that people forget. You got to get things done. Yeah, no, like it's pretty much all the exact same advice from before. Do up your eyes, and you could touch up some other areas, but mostly you don't want to put too much into some of these things. Otherwise, things are going to go, pear-shaped.
Yeah, no too many chefs and soup and whatnot.
Too many cooks.
So,
Too many cooks.
for some reason, once again, Facebook has failed, and it has not loaded Warren's thing. Please, oh great machine, open the thingies. Alright, fantastic. We've got a blank screen. Nope, that's... I like that people can see me clicking the stuff. So, like, they saw me on this, they saw me click this, and then they saw that come up. And it's like, I'm not crazy! I'm not crazy!
If you click the 4-hour icon, that should open it as a separate icon, the 4-hour timestamp. It should open it up as a separate link on its own.
It's, yeah. We're talking about woulds and shoulds here. Would you like to read out?
I go away for 2 months and all of a sudden freaking everyone has leveled up like 10 levels. Y'all been killing it. And here I am regressing. Stupid injuries. Anywho, here's everything I've worked on the last 2 months. Enjoy.
I think that this is a really fun model.
I've been looking forward to him doing this one for a while, like since he posted like, hey, this is the one. Cause like doing the pressed glass look, it's actually quite difficult, As far as I know, wherever the surface is squished, that's meant to be lighter. I mean, at least that's how they show in the cartoons and all that. So. I see that with the boobies, but not yet in the face.
Yeah, no, it still looks quite blush.
Yeah, so I don't know how he's gonna fix that up, but RJ is very skilled. He will.
I was going to look up a reference of like skin pressed against the glass, and then I was like,
maybe not.
Yeah, no,
not on the live stream.
No,
we are not.
Yeah, I'll do that in the background. But would you like to comment on any of the things?
Yeah, like basically that was it. Like the face was still quite blushed, and obviously you've got a very lovely rosy skin going on with, I think that's a KDM model. I do not know. And of course you've got some anime chick. It's the usual RJ wondrousness.
Okay.
I love this guy, the guy with the, I don't know, some demon-looking fella. I really love the fire effects that he's got.
So this girl isn't wearing makeup, but Sunny's very much right. Like, it should be considerably lighter. Like, this girl might have some makeup on, and, like, you see how much the kid right there with the nose. Oh, no. Like, I feel like some of these people are way too put on, and then like it's funny when you see the more sort of just kids like but yeah, so
wow,
yeah,
buddy patient. Wow.
This girl definitely has an Instagram, and what's that? A Cash app? Like
Free Cash.
No.
Not that one.
Are you thinking Venmo?
Oh, I don't know that. I've heard that there's a thing called Cash app, but yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's way too sort of blushed. Like, I understand you're going for like a sort of model look kind of character,
Because now it looks like puffed up cheek because someone punched her in the face, rather than
something
up
like
against the glass. So
yeah.
We will see. But usually,
I was
very odd steps.
Yeah, like this, I think is a pretty good reference right here. Because like a lot of them are sort of put on faces and that sort of thing, but this is sort of more imitating like a real life slam.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like the hands are a good example here.
Yeah.
I didn't look up breasts pressed against glass because as our go boy here said, out of context, these things could very much sort of
seen as excellent advice.
Yes, seen as excellent advice. All right, glad that we had this chat. I think that Warren's putting in excellent work, and before Go Boy can actually say anything, we're moving on.
Oh wait, hang on. What? What did I do? I was getting stuff off the person.
He was photocopying his butt again.
All
right, Death Guard update by Alfarius.
All right, so these ones are all whips by the looks of things, right? So like not finished. So I think that this is a sort of classic effect where you have it so that the blade is clean to show that it's been hitting things and stuff, but I feel like it's too clean, right? I think that you should have some rust around here. It's too uniform the way that it's come up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but very harsh, right?
Very harsh. But see, it's like just a straight line, basically.
Yeah, but I love that high contrast on the tabard. It looks... I think the armor came out really good too.
Quite grotty.
Yeah. Grotty in all the right ways. Not too
I would
much.
say a good thing with the metal you could do is just hit it with like either a Seraphim CP or an Agrax Earthshade.
Well, see, like that's I think do that and then do a bit more of this steel effect, but have like maybe dry brush the steel on so that it's not so uniform. Like that's the only issue that I have with it. That I think it's a good effect, but it's just like too uniform. It doesn't look correct. I feel like these need either highlighting or darkening. Like
I think highlighting.
Choose one or the other.
Even a dry brush.
Yeah.
These are base coats.
Yeah. So it looks like it's all various interesting stages of where he's at with this sort of thing, right? Because like we see where that was and where it's come up to, but I'm not too sure where he's going to stop on some of these models. So it's hard to know, sort of thing. Like, because we see it sort of evolving back there. So I'm having a lot of trouble sort of giving any tangible advice that could be usable by him, because when it comes down to it, right, it's just the way in which he does things is so different from myself, so I can't really say anything. Is there anything that you want to add, Sunny?
Yeah, I think they're looking really nice, except for, that what we've already mentioned with the blade having that sharp transition, and of course doing a little bit of dry brush on the bones.
All right. Well, I think that's it. I'm gonna see if we can scroll back this time. Oh, and for some reason, so this is from last week, and this is how Facebook organizes things. They're like, hey, this is what you got to look at that, right? But yeah, so what I do want to say is thank you everyone so much for joining us. I will try and hit these with the like. No, I can't do it while we're live, otherwise the computer will crash. That's as far as it wants to go now. Oh no, maybe it comes back. But yeah, I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for keeping this going, because these past few weeks, things haven't been as good at the WAYPN household. Just some things going on, but that's all right. You know, some of the times things are like that. But what I do want to say, and what I do want to say after saying thank you once more, is keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye.
Keep those brushes wet.
Ah.
I love that he always does it like after.
Yes.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye now.